Hello students, this is lesson 2 of fractions. In previous lesson we have discussed about fraction, that means what a fraction is, introduction of fraction, then we have discussed how to represent a fraction, how to write a fraction, how to name a fraction as well as how to read a fraction, and we have also included shaded and unshaded parts. So if you have not watched it yet, you can just go to the previous video. Today we're going to discuss types of fractions. So let's start the session. So we're going to discuss types of fraction. There is a very important role of numerator and denominator when we discuss types of fractions. Let's say for examples, the first type of fractions are like fractions. What are like fractions? Fractions with same denominator. Fractions with same denominator. Are like fractions. Let's say for example 5 upon 7, 1 upon 7, 2 upon 7, 6 upon 7. So what's common here? What's same here? It is the denominator. Like fractions have same denominator. So the word same is spelled as like in mathematics. So we'll call it like fractions as they have same denominator. Okay. Now, next type is unlike fractions. Unlike fractions. So, what are unlike fractions? Unlike fractions are fractions just opposite to like fractions. Yes, they do not have same denominator. Fractions with different denominator are called unlike fraction. So how do we call it? How do we define it? Fractions with different denominator. Different denominator. And denominator you must be knowing the downwards number. Now let's discuss some examples. So you can take any fraction but group of fractions with different denominator. Let's say for example 1 upon 2, 3 upon 7, 5 upon 6. They all have different denominators. 1 upon 2, 3 upon 7, 5 upon 11, 8 upon 9. They are unlike fractions. Okay. So like fractions are the fractions with same denominator. They are the fractions with same denominator. Unlike fractions are the fractions with different denominator. Okay. Now, if you have a fraction like 1 upon 3, 1 upon 7, 1 upon 8, 1 upon 5. So what this type of fraction will be, where all the numerators are same. Numerators are same here, but it will also be unlike fractions because the power of decision is with denominators. So here denominators are different. So with different denominator, they will be unlike fractions, right? Numerator doesn't have any power of decision. So numerator is same, but the deciding factor is based on denominator. If denominators are same, it will be like fraction. If denominators are different, they all will be unlike fractions. Got it? Like and unlike. Now, next we'll be discussing okay. Do you know what a unit fraction is? Unit fraction. Unit fraction means this one of any part, one of total parts. So every time you will get just one of any number of parts a thing is having. So unit fractions are always 1 upon, let's say for example, if there are 5 slices in pizza, 1 upon 4, let's say for example there are 4 parts of a paratha, 1 upon 10, let's say for example you have got 1 bite or just 1 piece of a chocolate containing 10 pieces. So the point to focus is the numerators are always 1. Unit means 1, single. So unit fractions have numerator, not same or different. Numerator is always 1. And if it is always 1, that means 1 always, same. Numerator is equal to 1. So this is what we call unit fraction. Okay. Now we will be discussing 3 different types of fractions. First will be proper fraction, proper fraction. Another will be improper fraction, improper fraction. And the last type will be mixed fraction. Okay, last हमारा mixed fraction होगा. So let's start with proper fraction. As the word proper suggests, proper means proper combination. Let's say for example there is a very fat boy and a very thin boy. A thin boy is sitting on fat boy. So it's possible the fat boy can hold the weight of the thin boy. So these type of combination where the fat boy is downwards and the thin boy is upwards is a type of proper fractions. Proper fractions always have numerator is a thin boy, it's a thin boy, and denominator is a fat boy. Denominator is a fat boy. So if thin boy and fat boy. So denominator is the downwards number, numerator is the upper one number. So denominator will always be greater than numerator. Undoubtedly, fat boy will always be heavier than thin boy, right? So these type of fractions are called proper fractions. Let's say for example, if the above number is 5, the below number needs to be more than 5. It could be 6, 7, 8, 9, any, but more than 5, right? Because it has to hold the above one. उसे ऊपर वाले को hold करना है. So the denominator needs to be strong and bigger than the above one. This will be the proper combination. So we can write 6 here. If I'm writing 7 as a denominator, just think and tell me what number could be on numerator, the above one. Yes, it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 6. Right, so I have placed 1 here. If I say the numerator is 11, what will be the denominator here to make it proper fraction? Think and tell. What will be the denominator to make it proper fraction? It could be, yeah, starting from 12, it could be anything. 12 or bigger than 12, right? So these type of fractions which have the denominator stronger, so always remember this picture. This is a fat boy and over him this is a thin boy sitting. It seems like snowman, right? So this is a fat boy and that one is the thin boy. Now improper, it seems opposite to the proper. Yes, improper fractions are the fractions which are completely opposite to the proper fractions. So let's discuss about improper also. So here, just imagine the situation where thin boy is downwards and the fat one is over him. Oh my god, you can understand what's going to happen. So pichak jane wala hai na, thin boy is going to be squeezed. So this is, no, you can't smile, I guess. Okay, I will be raising and drawing it again. So ये है thin boy. This is thin boy and this is fat boy. This is thin boy and this is fat boy. It's very crying. It's crying. So is it possible? This is completely, the thin boy is going to be squeezed. So this type of combination is improper, right? The thin one can't hold the fat one. So this type of fractions, if we see, they all will be improper fraction. Let's say for example, okay, let me define it. So we have defined proper fraction as, this is numerator and this is denominator. This time numerator means above one is fat boy, right bacha? And the denominator, that means below one is a thin boy. So numerator is bigger. The denominator has to hold that big, heavy one, which is quite impossible. So it seems very improper. That's why we call it improper fractions, right? So if I write numerator as 5, so denominator needs to be thin, smaller than 5. So we can put the value as 2, right? If the numerator is 11, now tell me what could be the value of denominator? Yes, less than 11. Remember, denominator can never be 0 when we are writing fraction. So where should I write? Denominator is equal to 0 not. What I did? This slash, this slanting line over equal shows not equal. ओके अगर इक्वल को कट कर दिया मीन्स नॉट इक्वल, और अगर इक्वल है देन इट इज इक्वल, बट इक्वल को कट किया तो डिनोमिनेटर इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0 ऑलवेज व्हेन वी राइट फ्रैक्शन. फ्रैक्शन राइटिंग के टाइम पर हम डिनोमिनेटर को 0 नहीं कर सकते हैं. सो किड्स, it's 11. What could be the denominator here? Denominator can be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. So let me take any number. Let's say for example 8. If I'm saying the denominator is 5, then what could be the numerator? What could be the numerator to make it improper fraction? Think and let me know. Think and let me know. Yes, it will be bigger than 5. So we can take 7, 6, 12, 11, 20, 90. I'll be taking 100. Oh my gosh. So, और अच्छा छोटा कर देते हैं. Let's say for example I will be taking 91 upon 5. Then it's too big. So these type of fractions where the above one is fat and the below one is thin, small, these type of fractions are called improper fractions. Got it? Proper, improper. Now let's approach to mixed fraction. अब हम mixed fractions देखेंगे. So mixed fractions, the word suggests, as the word suggests, mixed fraction are mixed fraction and whole. Whole means the complete, right? And fraction is the part of something. When we write whole and fraction together, that is nothing but the mixed fraction. When it comes into the scene, let's have a real life example. Your mama has ordered 2 pizza. Each pizza was having 4 slices. So Let me visualize, let me draw so that you have a good visualization. This is the first pizza and this is the second pizza, right? Now, you the foodie one, what you did, you have started, this is pizza A, this is pizza B. Okay, you have started eating pizza A, you have eaten first slice, now you want more. You have eaten second slice, okay, now you want to eat one more. You have eaten third also. Now you're thinking, why to leave one slice? Just take it two. You have eaten whole pizza. Now what you're thinking, दीदी का पिज्जा रखा है, चलो उसमें से भी एक खा लेते हैं. What you did, you have eaten one more slice from your sister's pizza. So how many slices did you eat? You have eaten 5 slices. Or I can say you have eaten one whole and you have eaten this whole and one from that B1. So this is whole, you have eaten 4 out of 4, that means whole. One whole pizza you have eaten and there 1/4. 1/4. So this is mixed fraction, where whole as well as fraction come in the picture together. We call them mixed fractions. Okay? Are you understanding? So this one is whole and this 1/4 is fraction. One is whole and 1/4 is fraction. Understanding? Any problem? No? Did. So this is what we have discussed about proper, improper and mixed fraction. Let's discuss mixed fraction a little more. It's not going to. Okay. So let's discuss mixed fraction a little more. So mixed fractions are the fractions with the whole and fractions together, written together or in the picture together. Then we call it mixed fraction. So let's say, for example, if I ask you 11/5, what is this? Is it proper, improper or mixed? It doesn't have any whole, so it could not be the mixed. The place of whole is here. This is the place for whole and just to the right of whole we write fraction. So is there anything at the place of whole? No. So this is not a mixed fraction. Now we just need to think, well, it's proper or improper. Is it like or unlike? For comparing, deciding whether a fraction is like or not. Okay, we are resuming after power cut. So we were just discussing about mixed fraction. So I've written the fraction 11/5 and I was just asking you, what type of fraction is this? Is it mixed, proper, improper, like or unlike, or unit fraction? It could not be unit because unit has numerator 1 always, right? तो ये unit तो नहीं हो सकता है. Now mixed, for mixed there needs to be a whole number, but यहाँ पर तो कोई whole number नहीं है, just one fraction. Okay, like and unlike, for deciding whether the fraction is like or unlike, we need some more fractions. Single fraction से हम कभी भी, because we need to compare denominators. अब single fraction है तो हम denominators कैसे compare करेंगे? So we can't say like or unlike. So it cannot be like or understanding why it can't be unlike or like, because for comparing fraction to be like or unlike, we for like or unlike there are group of fractions given to us. 2, 3, minimum 2 fraction will be there to compare, to tell whether they are like fractions. They are. That means they need to be 2 or more than 2. Single fraction can't be like or unlike. Now that means it could be proper or improper. Now we have to check where the fat one is. The fat one is above. That means it is completely improper. Yes, it is improper fraction. Okay. Now we'll check how much more is fat 1. So if we just break 5 according to this only, 11, 5 plus 1 upon 5. So we will say it has 2 5 plus 1 upon 5. 11 can be written like this. It means that the fat boy is equal to 2 thin boy, and again take 1/5 more. It is 2 thin boy and 1/5. So I will be telling you, अभी मैं समझाऊंगी आपको how to write improper into mixed. So this was improper fraction, okay, and this is mixed fraction. Mixed fraction, this is whole and this is fraction. 2 is whole and 1/5 is a fractional part. Now, mixed fraction is a fraction that contains mixed fraction. It is a fraction that contains a whole and fractional part, yeah, fraction we can say, together. That's why it is a mixed fraction, है ना? Mixed fraction हम क्यों कह रहे हैं? Because it is containing whole or fraction together. Let's say for example 5 1/3. This is a mixed fraction. 5 wholes and 1/3. 6 7/4. Sorry. And make sure 7/9. Mixed fraction is the combination of whole and proper fraction always. Mixed fraction is the combination of whole and it is the combination of, are you understanding my writing? It is the combination of whole, a whole, and proper fraction. Proper fraction. Right? It is a combination of whole and proper fraction. And if you want to see how it what's the face of mixed fraction, कैसा दिखता है mixed fraction? So it's 4 wholes and 5/7. It's somehow like this. A proper fraction 1/5 and 3 you can write here. This is also a mixed fraction. So these are types of fractions. Okay. So discuss next topic with you. We'll be discussing equivalent fractions as well as converting improper fractions. You know, we can convert improper to mixed one and mixed to improper. So we will be discussing the same in next class. We will be discussing equivalent fractions and improper to mixed and mixed to improper conversion in next class, as well as comparing fractions also in next video lesson. Till then, just learn, revise, practice, and stay happy and safe and blessed, and keep learning with me and math. Bye bye.